Hi, parents and guardians. Hope you guys are all doing well. This is Dr. Khan, and it's a pleasure to be connecting with you. Today, will be talking about how to maintain your home during COVID 19. I'm going to discuss strategies on how to maintain your home during COVID 19. I'm going to give simple tips, okay? Firstly, I want to commend you for all your hard work in balancing life, work life, home life, right? Personal life. Uh, and I'm extremely proud of you and commend you. I want to also emphasize that you have come across a lot of obstacles in the past, and you've overcome, and we will overcome this as well. We will overcome this pandemic as well, okay? Because we are powerful. Okay, great. So, firstly, I would like to talk about dressing up. Okay, it's extremely important to maintain routines and stability from pre pandemic life to pandemic life. So, what I mean by this is every day I would like for you to get up and dress up, right? Dress your children up as if they were going to school, dress yourself up as if you were going to work. It will, again, provide stability, it will provide a sense of routine, and it will provide confidence. You're waking up and you are dressing up and ready to conquer. Okay. Number two, you want to maintain rules in your home. The, the most important rule that I would like you to emphasize is speaking with kindness and interacting with kindness. Again, all the siblings are home, your spouse is home. So there's different personalities home every single day, and it can get it can boundary it's important to maintain those boundaries, right? It's important to reiterate kindness. So everyone needs to speak in kindness, and everyone needs to interact in kindness, and this needs to be a broken record in your home where you are consistently reminding everyone about this rule. Number three, schedule. You need to create a schedule for yourself, for your children, and for your family during the weekends. Okay? So when you create a schedule for yourself, you want to make sure you have your exercise time, your morning routines, your office hours, uh, goal time for your goals, your own goals, time for your hobbies, etc. Right? Self care. For your children, you want to create a schedule as well where there's time where you want to be specific with your time. So 7 to 8 morning routines, right? 8 to 12 remote learning, lunch break, etc. Right? Then they have time for arts and crafts, time for time with their parents. So it needs to be very, again, why? Routine, children need routines, right? When you provide boundaries and routines with children, it creates respect, right? It creates confidence within themselves. It creates a sense of safety for them. Okay, remember, routines equals safety for your children. Okay, it's extremely important during this ever-changing uh, time that we're going through. Okay, as far as the pandemic goes, family schedule during the weekends. You want to have a cleaning time where 1 to 2 o'clock, where everybody in the family is cleaning. You're cleaning, your spouse is cleaning, your children are cleaning their rooms, etc. Right? Then you want to have time for games and whatever, but you want to have some type of routine at home as well during the weekends. Now I'm going to talk about some fun activities that you can engage in when you are with your children during this time. Obviously, the parks are closed, right? Yeah, all the other activities that you may have engaged in are not accessible at this point. So, some fun activities. Create instruments with your children, right? With materials from home. Create a hammock out of a bed sheet, right? Get creative. Google activities you can do at home. Create a swing with a bed sheet where you just attach it to your dining table. Again, obviously you have to be safe, right? And you're obviously supervising your children. Create obstacle courses. Create funny books or comic books with your children, and get on FaceTime and call a cousin or a grandparent. Uh, and so those are certain activities that you can engage in, right? Movie nights. Next, moving forward, I want to talk about something to look forward to. It's extremely important to create, uh, because of the stagnant need, not repetitive nature of this pandemic where you're home consistently. You want to have something to look forward to. It's extremely important to have something to look forward to. So you might have a Friday movie nights, right? Where you get the popcorn and you have movie nights. Maybe drive by visits where you visit a grandparent, and again, it's under your discretion. From a distance, obviously, you're like, hi, play music and wave, right? Maintaining the 6 feet rule, if that's possible. Buying your children gifts, leaving gifts around the house, right? Where they have to find it and they come across it. So, again, something to look forward to. Scavenger hunts, looking for prizes or looking for, treats. So, these are some things you can do to create that sense of something to look forward to, right? So, the children are motivated. Also, now this is it's extremely important, and I will go into this in a little more in depth. How to manage your emotions. How to manage your emotions during this time. Yes, it's not easy. It's not easy. It is not easy. You are dealing with losses. You are dealing with the changing political dynamics. You are dealing with changing work dynamics. You are dealing with your children's work school schedules that are fluctuating, right? So understandably so, you will have a lot of emotions. How are you going to deal with these emotions, right? Okay, so let's talk about, uh, I will discuss at least 6 strategies, okay, within the context of how to manage your emotions. One is walk away from draining conversations. Yes, be informed. Yes, talk about situations, but do not become excessive. Walk away from draining conversations. You do not want to be in a negative state. It's only going to create more negativity. Limit social media and scroll time. Again, limit social media and scroll time. Why? Because you do not want to feed your mind with more negativity. Okay? Be honest with your feelings. Okay? So when you do have, and I'm sure you have already had some when you get angry, or you might get a little, you might get upset with your children. Be honest with how you're feeling. Okay? Apologize to your children if you do get upset or overreact, and say, I am sorry. Sometimes even parents or guardians have trouble expressing their emotions, right? And I apologize. I shouldn't have spoken to you like this. What this does is it helps you connect with your child. It helps you clarify to your children that it's not their fault, right? And number three, it helps teaches them how to learn how to process their emotions and be honest with their emotions, right? So that's extremely, extremely important. Moving on, put things into perspective, right? Do not get into a negative mindset. Okay, so put things into perspective. Look at all the positive that has occurred since this pandemic started. You're home with your children. Your commute has decreased, right? You are healing. You have time to actually heal now, right? Where your children have time to heal, right? Process their emotions. You are actually teaching your children versus different personalities just you know create influencing their personalities, right, or their development. So you're home, right? So these are the pollution has decreased, right? The earth is healing. You're healing. So these are it's important to see the positive side to this. Okay, extremely important. Lastly, as far as this goes, notice your feelings, right? So you are going to have those moments, you are going to feel overwhelmed, and you're going to say, I'm feeling overwhelmed right now, and it's okay, I accept you. I'm feeling so sad right now, and it's okay, I accept you. Whatever you're feeling, you notice it and you say, I accept you. Basically, the goal is when you notice your feelings, right, you do not become reactive to those feelings. When you notice them, they pass through you. You do not become reactive to that feeling. So the more you notice your feelings and acknowledge them, the more they dissipate. Okay, the more they don't stay stuck within you. So it's very important to notice those feelings and process those emotions. It's important to take mental breaks. You might need to just call your mother or your resource team and just cry, and that's okay. Sometimes you're going to need to shut down, where you're just going to turn off everything and just sleep or just watch Netflix all day, and that's okay. Your mental health and your physical health comes first. Okay, extremely important. Okay, great. And the next thing I want to discuss is every member contributes. So you need to emphasize this within your family, where everyone needs to help. Everyone has to do their part during this time, right? So everyone has to hold their oar, right? Which is extremely important. Okay, and ask for help. Ask for help. Can you help me with the laundry? Please, can you please help me with the dishes? Can you start that load? It's extremely important. You cannot take on everything. Okay, moving forward. Self-care is extremely important. Extremely important. So you need to stay hydrated, guardians. We can get lost in this because, again, you're home, right? You're not in your daily routine, right? So staying hydrated, keeping your immune system strong, exercising. It helps release hormones that can make you positive, endorphins that help you, that creates positivity. Okay, so you want to exercise at least 3 times a week for 1 hour. Otherwise, every day you need to exercise. Grooming, taking care of yourself, getting your hair done, making yourself feel good, right? There's a physical and emotional connection, right? You want to, if you can, watch motivational videos, right? It's always about how your mindset, right? It's always about working on that mindset. We work on our physical, right, body by exercising. You need to also work on that mindset. Engage in your hobbies, right? So if you like to do certain things, continue to do those things. Like I love to ride a scooter and ride my bike and rollerblade and skateboard. Uh, Whatever you can, obviously maintaining those 6 feet rules and etc. Right? Following those guidelines. Be in nature. If you cannot be in nature because you're home, put on some nature bird sounds or nature sounds on YouTube. Take your vitamins, meditate. It will help you stay grounded. Take little naps, right? 10-minute naps during the day where you just rest your body, right? And again, if you need to shut down, you need to shut down. Okay? So, again, parents, I hope this has helped, guardians. And moving forward, I will be doing another talk on just grounding exercises. And then another video on a talk on tips for educators and parents during this pandemic. So make sure to look into those as well. Hopefully, this has helped. Again, sending you love, sending you strength, and sending you positive energy. We will get through this because guess what? We got through so many other things. Think about it. You're awesome like that. Okay? Take care. Bye.